Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'll be talking about episode 2 of season 7 of Skinny Girl in Transit. So from where the previous episode ended, Mohammed was just kneeling down with the ring. Shalewa was just looking at him like, what's going on? Like, I don't understand what is happening. Like, she needs a moment. Then she runs out of the place, calls her therapist. She doesn't pick. She calls Tiwa, doesn't pick. As she was just like outside taking a break from the surprise proposal, Tito's call comes in. Tells Tito that she doesn't understand why would Tito do this. She was like, oh, that did you guys talk and whatnot? Because in her own head, she felt like, okay, Mohammed just wanted to talk things through with Shalewa. But Shalewa told Tito that he came with a ring to propose, like a whole ring. After the conversation, she goes back in to talk to him. And she was just telling him that she doesn't understand why he thinks bringing up a ring, proposing to her, will make things better. Mohammed said it's not an engagement ring, that it's a promise ring. Promise ring from where to where? Help us understand what your chain of thought is. Honestly, I felt like it was a lot for Shalewa to deal with, and he was putting like unnecessary pressure on her with the whole, you keep running, I'll keep chasing you, I can't let you go. Like, it's understandable, like, of course they have a bond, they have connection and everything, the relationship that they've had over here, so it's not something that they can easily detach from. It will take some time and whatever it will take, but that promise ring thing, oh well, we'll see how that goes. So next thing we get to see Mommy Tiwa. I remember the deal she got the last episode, the waist trainer and bleaching cream deal, as a big time YouTuber. So the waist trainer came now, so she was trying to put it on and Wosi was helping her adjust it. I was like, Mommy, you cannot walk, oh, you cannot walk, oh. I know how Wosi and Mommy Tiwa's scenes are always very hilarious. So Mommy Tiwa was just telling her to just go and call Shalewa for me, that Wosi doesn't know what she's doing, kind of thing. Just for Wosi to get upstairs, and she just completely forgets the errand Mommy sent her and started asking, Shalewa what being alte is, and Shalewa was not trying to touch her up, switch up her dress sense and giving her a wig, just doing like proper transformation of Wosi's look with the Gen Z pink top. Like, everything looked really, really nice. Like, I loved how they made Wosi's character look a bit evolved from what we're used to, and they finally cleaned up that her dot makeup that was on her forehead. So it was just a really silly moment there. And in the process of all that transformation happening, Mommy is now shouting Shalewa's name. That's when it dawns on Wosi that Mommy actually sent her to come and call you, but she forgot this. So Shalewa rushes out to go attend to Momsi. So when that was happening, Wosi decides to give herself a nose ring by fire by force. I'm like, hey, cool. This AY boy that will be putting rubbish information inside her head, making Wosi do all sorts of things to join the cool kids, the alte Gen Z girls. So she did that, and like, there was blood everywhere. She was screaming, and Mommy and Shalewa rushed upstairs. Mommy was like, what happened? What's going on? Like, she was really worried and scared, just for them to see, what Wosi was trying to do. If not that Shalewa was between the both of them, I'm sure Mommy would have slapped sense into Wosi. But that was just a very crazy scene. After that scene, we get to see Didi and her fiance Edith. So the families are meeting, talking about the wedding preparations and whatnot. And on one end, you have Didi's family that wants the wedding to be big, to be flamboyant, wants to paint the town red, basically let everybody know that their daughter is getting married. And on the other end, you have Edith's family wants like a calm, quiet, low-key, small wedding, because this is not his first marriage, and understandable where both parents are coming from. But it was just that they were not getting to a middle ground. There was no resolution. It was more like they come back, like Didi's family was basically saying that they would sponsor the wedding. Like, you just show up there, since you can't afford the wedding, so just show up for the wedding, we'll take care of everything. We can't just let our daughter get married anyhow. We have to go big or go home, sort of thing. The Edith family was saying, so are you saying we're poor? And I said, well, I didn't say you're poor. And it was really, really crazy, the whole family dynamics thing, back and forth, bars, boos. And it was really, really something, because the couple couldn't even get a word in, to chip in something. But Families were just biting each other's heads off. Long story short, the families could just not agree on what they wanted to do or how they wanted the wedding to come about. So after that whole thing, Didi goes over to Tiwa's place, and she sees Tiwa packing, like arranging the baby's clothes and all of that. And that the scene was really, really cute, because you see how Tiwa was over the moon. She was like an excited mommy. And she was like, whenever I'm breastfeeding him and he looks into my eyes, he looks into my soul. And Didi was just like, I'm sure it's because of the breastfeeding they're sweeting him and stuff. So they were just having their, normal girl chit chat. Then they now got talking into the whole like wedding preparation stuff. And it was like she doesn't even know. Like she wished they can just do things their own way. And then she made the whole thing about, she would want them, like her and her husband, her fiance, to act like boyfriend, girlfriend, to be married but not be married, like stay in separate rooms sort of things, and when it's time to be together, they'll be together, then everybody day their day kind of thing. And I didn't really get that, but it was just weird, because even Tiwa was confused, considering the kind of person, for her to not really seem that excited about the wedding and the whole concept of marriage. And Didi cares and loves her partner very much, but she just would like things to not be the conventional marriage way, I guess. So yeah, so the conversation between the both of them was just fun to watch. They had like deep moments and they had silly moments. For example, the scene where Tiwa was showing Didi the video of her baby talking, and I'm like, is it only me that can't hear the baby saying anything? He's just doing the normal baby talk, like, just baby talks. Like, you could not make up any word the baby was saying, but no, Tiwa is in her delusional era of just hearing her baby say things and stuff. So Didi was just teasing her about it. So yeah, so that was just fun to see. So the next scene, you get to see Mommy Tiwa discipline Wosi and Ayoola. Like, she was really dealing with them, because I don't understand what Wosi is trying to do. And with that all happening, Tiwa comes home, to visit with the baby, and everybody was so excited to see her. And Shalewa comes in to carry the baby. So as they were both with the baby, Mide calls Tiwa to just check in whether they've gotten to mommy's place okay, and just to check in on his babies. And it was just cute with their phone conversation, their whole flirty stuff, because Tiwa can't talk, because she's with people, she's with family, so she can't talk dirty to Mide. So Mide was just having his phone on the other end of the line, and you have Tiwa on the other end saying affirmative, I can't agree or disagree, I can't accept or deny. So yeah, it was just really, really cute. Like, yeah, after that was done, we get to see Tiwa and Shalewa in the kitchen having like a really, really cute and needed moment, because we can see that Shalewa is going through, like, she's dealing with a lot, and Tiwa could also see that. But I feel like they've not really spoken, like she had not really opened up this much to Tiwa. So when Tiwa was asking her like, how are you doing, like, and stuff, just like general just conversation, Shalewa tried to divert the talk and started bringing up, can you imagine Wosi was to be Gen Z, this one, that one. So it was not until her phone buzzed with like a message from, I think, like she had an appointment at the therapist, that Tiwa was like taken aback, like Shalewa was going on sort of thing, and Shalewa just broke down. That was really, really emotional, and it was just like, I'm here for you, like your big sis is here for you. So they just hugged, and I feel like they had a conversation, they must have spoken. When Tiwa went home and she was talking to Mide, you could see like she was really, really upset. She didn't know how to help her sister, she didn't know what to do, and adding Mohammed's drama to what happened with Kwame, she was really, really sad that Shalewa was dealing with all of this alone. And Mide on the other side was just so pissed that so this guy will come to our country, he will come here and he would beat our little sister, and he will go back home in one piece with his legs. Like, no way. What's his full name? Give me his surname. I'm like, yes, Mide, go Mide. And Tiwa was telling him to just leave it, like this won't help anything. But I'm like, she should just allow him deal with this guy. Like, he cannot just allow this Kwame guy just go scot-free. Mide was like, in fact, I don't even need his name. He's an artist, right? Don't worry, I'll find him, kind of thing. Because he was really, really upset. Like, how would he do this to somebody and just go away scot-free, like as if it's okay. Like no, like he must be dealt with. And I really liked that, like Mide was really acting like a very, very caring brother-in-law. Was more like an elder brother, like to Shalewa. You could tell how much this thing really upsets him. Like he's a no, like you don't hit a woman, like don't lay your hands on a woman. It's not okay to do that kind of thing. And I was just trying to pacify the situation, that would not resolve in, you know, giving peace to Shalewa. Like it would just take her 10 steps back from what she's trying to move from. Like although you would want Mide to get somebody to break Kwame's head or his legs or just do something to him, but we get where Tiwa is coming from, but it's not acceptable. It doesn't make you more of a man, makes you less of a man to, you know, hit a woman. But yeah, so I think after that you get to see Didi and Edith's daughter Ene. So Edith comes in to meet them, and after that asks Didi that, okay, so when you get married to my dad, what are we going to call you? And it was very awkward because, you know, like they've not really thought about it. Will she like be calling her mom or Aunty Didi or like what exactly? So yeah, so she just left them. We were both talking, you know, her and her partner, and he was just apologizing for, you know, the whole family drama. He was just saying like he feels like they should do things their way. They should not make, you know, their families control their lives and control how they decide to act as a couple, sort of thing. Like let them do their marriage their way. In fact, let her move in with them, sort of thing. So we'll see whether Didi would move in, and if she decides to move in, how that will change the dynamic of their relationship, because it's definitely will. After all of that, you get to see Shalewa getting ready. She's on a call with Tito. She leaves to, you know, go see Mohammed. Apparently they're having like, I don't know if it's a family dinner or whatever they're having. And Shalewa comes in, and you know, he's happy to see her, and he was like, oh, you're so beautiful, you're the most beautiful person here, you know, all those sweet lines. So he now takes her to, you know, introduce to his half sisters, and it was very obvious that they didn't like her. It was very obvious that they didn't want her to be there, you know, making comments like she's not even that fine, so this is who, you know, Mohammed chose over, you know, the other lady that the family brought for him. And it was very uncomfortable for Shalewa because it was not a welcoming environment, and everybody was speaking Hausa that she did not understand. But like, what was she even expecting? Like, it wasn't like, oh, you have a big family. I hear that he has half cousins, have this one, have like most of the uncles like marry more than one wife. Shalewa had this look on her face and was like, do you have a problem with that kind of thing? I'm like, is that even a question? For her to have a problem with your cheating escapades, with the babe that they brought for you, you think she'll be comfortable with, you know, having more than one wife, which if you guys eventually end up together. His dad comes in and he just leaves her there and rushes off to greet his dad, telling, you know, his dad about Shalewa, and his dad just has this look on his face and just walks the other way, and he too follows suit, forgetting that Shalewa is there. Like, I don't understand what he was thinking. Like, what was the point of inviting her to this dinner if you had not even spoken to your family, if you are not giving them heads up, if the situation was not going to be something that ideal for you to introduce Shalewa to them? Like, it didn't make sense, honestly. It was a bit selfish on his end. More or less, it seemed like an at first with the promise ring, and now just, you know, throwing Shalewa to the wolves to fend for herself kind of thing. Like, if you are bringing her there, you kind of have to protect her from your family, you get. But he didn't do that. It was very, very upsetting, and I think like this whole thing would not go anywhere, honestly. I'm not going to be messing with her healing process because she's still very, very fragile, and you know, Mohammed is like a comfort zone for her. It's like a safe space for her. It's very easy for her to come back to him, although she knows like the pros and the cons. She can see the outcome. She knows like the big picture, because remember when they were having a conversation at the dinner, and she asked him about his family, like, even though we try and come together and try and, you know, patch things up, then what about your family? And he said no, that he will handle them, he will speak to them kind of thing. And if this is how you decide to handle the family, then I don't think Shalewa should be in that mix, honestly, because it would be unfair of him to do that to her. Because they may still have love for each other, but they don't necessarily have to be together. It's a very, very large family, and it's so glaring that Mohammed won't put his foot down. Even if he does, like, to what end? Like, how long will it all last? Like, there will be one issue or the other, there will be one problem or the other, and honestly, we really don't want Shalewa going through all of that drama. Then oh my goodness, how could I have forgot it? Derin comes in with Grace introduced her to Mide, and you know, I think they're getting into business together or something, or she's thinking of getting into business with, you know, the company. And when Derin goes out, can you imagine? She said that she can't wait to get in bed with Mide. I'm like, no, I beg, we don't want any Delilah here. Like, no temptation. This is a temptation-free zone. Please stay far away from Mide. She just go back to where she's coming from. I'm like, cause it was obvious like what she was implying, and even with the way Mide was looking at her, like he could understand the message she was trying to pass. But please don't fall for that temptation. And I beg, we've been through a lot for you to slip up, so she should just go back. If not, to release Woli on your head. So was nice, but it seemed a bit short because I wanted to see so much more. I don't know, guys. Do you think Mide should have told Tiwa about, you know, the comment that lady made at the office, or it's not that significant? Like, I don't know, Sha. What do you guys think? It's not like he's hiding it from her, but he didn't share gist about it. You get. What are my expectations for episode 3? I guess we'll be seeing whether, you know, Didi moves in to Edith's apartment or not. We'll also get to see whether, you know, Shalewa would take a step back from Mohammed again. Like, I feel like what the therapist also said about Mohammed and Shalewa's relationship is actually true, because, you know, he's like familiar love for Shalewa, so it's very easy for her to, you know, go back to him. In the long run, it's not something that they've addressed. It's not something that they've spoken about, especially this whole, you know, having more than one wife thing, you get. So honestly, for the both of them not to waste each other's time, and for him especially not to waste Shalewa's time, to be easier for them to end things very early, or like right now, they should just let things be. It's not as easy as it sounds, but you know, they'll be okay, because it's not going to be easy for them to get married, considering the religion they come from, and considering, you know, how Mohammed's family is. Like, her first meeting with the family, like how their body language, the comments, the looks, it wasn't welcoming at all, and it's not something she should be dealing with, honestly. So the earlier the better. And it was also nice to see Diane acting this role, although she acted a very main role, but she delivered that role very well. And also, you know, Tana Adelana, who is the new character, and you know, the Grace, the Delilah, the Jezebel in this movie. It was also nice to see, you know, those fresh faces, you know, see like if they'll show more of them, and we'll get to talk more on their characters in the coming episodes. So if you liked seeing them, you can say that in the comment section. Like, if you enjoyed this episode and you also enjoyed this video, please let's talk about it in the comment section. You know, leave your thoughts. What are your predictions for episode 3? Would they be bringing, you know, a new character to, you know, set Shalewa free from the bondage of Mohammed? We also need to see Woli. They should bring Woli in episode 3. Let's see Woli. It's been a minute. So check out my other videos that I will link in the cards and in the description. So if you're new to this channel, if you are seeing this face for the first time, please hit the subscribe button, like, share, and leave a comment. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.